Welcome back to the show, welcome back to Al's Kitchen. I've decided to do another 30-minute curry for all you families out there. Why? Because they're easy, quick and they're really convenient. This time I'm going with an old Indian restaurant classic, which is Sambar chicken. Now you might be thinking, what's Sambar chicken? Sambar chicken is a lovely curry, savoury, and I would describe it as a good all-rounder. A nice sauce, some red pepper in there, not too hot, slightly sweet, really nice for a Friday night with some naan bread and your favourite beer. I will go and grab myself a beer and then I'll give you the ingredients. There we go, the perfect half pint of Oktoberfest Lowenbrau. Cheers, lubricate the joints. Let's check out all these lovely ingredients. Now I'm going to start with a kilo of chicken breast. You can use thighs and it's recommended, but I know you guys like chicken breasts and that's what we're going with today. Got some mixed powder, some black mustard seeds, some tandoori masala. Here I've got kasoori methi, some hot chili powder, salt, tomato puree. Got some lovely red lentils in here. And for all you people who don't like lentils, it's not a lentil curry. This will just affect the texture of the curry and it's magic. Here I've got a medium red bell pepper all chopped up. I've got 2 tablespoons of mango chutney. I've got some ginger garlic paste. And remember, this is the 30-minute series, so we will be using the boiled and blended onions, whereby we have saved 500 ml of the onion water. As far as oil goes, we're going to be using just over 100 ml of olive oil. Now I know this is more expensive than vegetable oil, but if you've got it, try and use it. It's better for your health. If not, 100 ml vegetable oil. And not forgetting some coriander at the end. Right, let's crack on. So let's go in with the oil. And we're going to get that nice and warm. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put in our nice black mustard seeds. And we're just going to wait for those to pop a little bit. And then we're going to fragrance the oil. There you go, quick already, it's going on. And we're going to add onion paste. Fry this for 10 minutes. And we're going to add to that the garlic and the ginger paste. This is the first of the 10 minutes. You know the drill, it's 10, 10 and 10. So let's get these onions ready, and I'm going to put 10 on the clock. Put the lid on if you want. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's the first 10 minutes done, and come look at this onion, nicely cooked. Now round about this time you're going to want to turn the heat down, because that's when we're going to add the spices. We don't want anything to burn. Right, into that I'm going to add all of the spices, and we're going to make a nice curry paste. Not too many spices in this one. Mix that in the onion. If you need to loosen it with a little bit of water, really doesn't matter. So put in some of the onion water. There we go, so that's the spices done. Into that we're going to add the tomato puree paste. Now remember, I said we're going to be using breast meat. So we're going to add the breast in the last 10 minutes, because breast, unlike thigh, cooks really quickly, and we don't want the breast to dry out any more than it would ordinarily do so. Whereas thigh would go in now, so it cooks for 20 minutes. We're going to put the breast in with just 10 minutes to go. So look at this lovely masala base. Look at that, it's a lovely curry base. There we go. Into that we're going to add the lentils. They're going to dissolve virtually into nothing. While they're in there, going to add the red pepper, and we're going to add the mango chutney. This is why these curries are so simple. It's literally just throw it all in there, isn't it? And we're going to add all of the onion water. This is going to simmer down now and become a lovely curry gravy. Be really interested to know what you think about this at home. And I've got a question for you. If you was to make one curry and one curry only for the rest of your life, I know it'd get a bit boring. Everything gets boring through repetition. What would that curry be? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so there's the curry base. Turn the heat back up. We're going to cook this for how long? 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Put the lid back on. And then we're going to have another 10 minutes to go, and then the family can eat the dinner. So look, a minute left on the clock. Let's have a look at this curry sauce. Do remember the lentils will thicken the sauce quick, so you might need to add some liquid. I haven't added any yet, but just bear in mind you might need to. Let's add the last few ingredients. So we've got salt, kasoori methi. I'm going to add in all of the chicken, a kilo of chicken there. Stir that in. Look at that, looks like a beautiful curry already. The chicken is now making it, isn't it? So we're going to pop the lid back on. Remember to add water if you need to. And we're just going to cook that for 10 minutes, whereby the chicken is going to be nicely cooked, perfect, juicy, succulent. See you in 10. It's all done, 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the curry. There we go, look at that lovely curry. Now, this is the time where you would check the sauce and get the thickness that you want at home. Now, you might want a nice saucy curry like this. You might want to thicken it down, that's your call. Last thing we need to do is add this coriander. Depending on the output of your cookers, your halogens, your inductions, you might need to adjust the time slightly. I'm using a 9 kilowatt output burner, so for me this is the quickest it can be done, 30 minutes. But if you've got a lower flame, a domestic cooker, you might need to add another 10. Again, judge that. I'm going to thicken it down just a little bit more for my taste, and then I'm going to serve this up. Testing. Right, my curry's done and I've left it nice and saucy because I like it saucy. Let's plate this up. Right, so now it's time for the taste test, and I'll be absolutely honest. Take a little bit of the chicken. It's going to be piping hot. It's too hot. What I want to pair this with some chip shop chips. This curry begs for chip shop chips or homemade chips. Obviously rice, naan, that's obvious. I just want some chips with this. The gravy is amazing. It's just beautiful. Look at the way that just falls off the spoon. And like I said, this curry is a universal curry. This curry is good for all the family, kids and adults alike. It's not too hot, although you can manage the chili powder yourself. This is one to enjoy. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow and keeps me going, motivates me. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Do it, let me know on the Secret Curry Club and spread it all across your social media. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. I'm Al, and I'm out of here.